Good morning. Today is Tuesday, May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Let's take a look at today's assignments. As always, go ahead and check in. What zone are you in? Make sure that you're using some coping skills today. Make sure you're getting outside today. Go out and into the sunshine and get some fresh air. We do have a class Google Meet today at 10 o'clock. Please click the link to join in. We're going to play a little 20 questions for a warm-up, and then we're going to practice and learn how to round numbers to the nearest 100. So please go ahead and grab some paper and a marker and be ready to learn some math today. Reader's Workshop. We are going to be doing another lesson on comparing and contrasting of fairy tales. So today I'm going to ask you to please listen to the Cinderella classic version. I have a little video down there for you to listen to the read aloud, so do that first. And then go ahead and complete the story map on the next slide. Try to be as detailed and specific as you can with characters, problem setting, and solution. Remember, this is the Cinderella classic version. Okay, as always, record what you are reading today on your reading stamina prior to listening to the Cinderella. Lexia is always available and encouraged. Writing today. So last week, guys, you wrote your realistic fiction stories. You began writing them. And this week, we're going to work on writing a closing. So we're going to be solving that problem. Your character is going to be solving that problem. And you're going to write a closing for your story. So go ahead and watch this quick video first. It's only a couple minutes long. Excuse me. And here are just some ideas to remember. Make sure your character indeed solves the problem. And don't just write one sentence about how they solved the problem. Try to lead up to the solution. And then you're going to end your story with either a lesson learned, like a moral of your story, maybe a laugh, something funny, or perhaps how your character is feeling. So I went ahead and put my example story back for you to read again. So here's my introduction, here's my draft, and then here is my closing. And I'll go ahead and read it quickly for you. So I decided to end my story like this. Ryan ran to grab some rubber bands from the upstairs desk drawer while Sarah scooped up the pieces of the vase and took them to her bedroom. When Ryan joined her, they tried to rubber band the pieces back together. However, the vase was too big and the rubber bands snapped. Darn, exclaimed Sarah. What now? Asked Ryan nervously. Sarah decided to glue the pieces back together. So they carefully put the vase back together one piece at a time. It took hours because the glue had to dry. Luckily, Mom was very busy working in her office and didn't notice that the vase was missing. Finally, the vase looked good and Sarah placed it back in the living room as if nothing had happened. Ryan felt guilty, but decided to go along with the plan. Later that night, Mom picked some beautiful red roses from the backyard garden. She, of course, placed them in her favorite green vase, along with some water to keep them healthy. During dinner, Ryan's eyes grew very wide, and he kicked his sister under the table. Drip, drip, drip. The vase was leaking. Mom rushed over and realized that the vase had been broken. Ryan couldn't hold back his tears. I'm sorry, Mom, he cried. And Sarah and Ryan told Mom the whole truth. Even though they had consequences, they learned two very important lessons. Always follow the rules, and always tell the truth. Sarah and Ryan fell asleep that night with clear minds. So you can see I led up to my solution, and then at the very end, I decided to end my realistic fiction story with a lesson. So this is your workspace. Remember, you're going to have 2 days to work on your closing, so don't feel like you have to get it all done today. Math warm-up, a little bit of place value. We've got some tens rods and some ones cubes. I want you to write the number in standard form and then also display it in expanded form. So you've got 6 little problems to do there. All right, we're going to have worked on this in our Google Meet. It's rounding to the nearest 100, but I also included a video on the left-hand bottom side for you to watch in case you were unable to attend the Google Meet this morning. Or if you just need a refresher, you're welcome to watch that as well. Okay, a few more rounding problems. Remember, you can always go to Freckle as well. Continuing on with science, diversity of living things. I want you to watch both of these quick videos. It's really highlighting 2 different habitats, so the tundra and the desert. So watch both of them. And then on the next slide, you're going to look at all of the animals and living things on the left-hand side. So the Arctic owl, the snake, polar bear, scorpion, purple saxifrage, reindeer licton, cactus, and the Joshua tree. And the directions say to discuss with a partner. So if you have anyone at home that you can chat with about your ideas, go for it. If not, that's okay. I want you just to list where you would find each one of those living things. So would you find them in the tundra habitat or in the desert habitat? So just simply write the name in the correct column. At the bottom, what characteristics helped you to decide which habitat is appropriate for each animal? And what characteristics helped you to decide which habitat is appropriate for the plants? So, jot down your ideas. And as I said, if you can talk with someone about it, that would be amazing. Today's Tuesday, so PE day. Go ahead and get some physical activity in. You can do your own thing. You can go to Go Noodle. You can clearly go to Coach C's PE website for ideas. He also has his Tell Me a Story Tuesday, so if you want to hear some extra stories by Coach, go ahead and log in there. All right, have a wonderful Tuesday. Dojo me with any questions.